Welcome, everyone, to episode 360 of the Thumbstick Athletes podcast. I'm your host, Dan.
Will.
I'm Eric.
Yeah, we are joined by Rephyr. And that's his, That's your Twitch name, right?
Yeah.
But he's Eric, right?
Yep.
We talked about before the episode that we were just going to have him kind of pretend to be Eric, but we decided, doesn't really sound alike, right?
I don't have the disdain for Dragon Ball Z that he does. I feel like I'm letting him down.
That's true.
I was watching some Dragon Ball Z right when Dan called. I had to pause it.
Yep.
Of course.
So our topic is going to be our annual E3 recap and reactions. I know Eric watched all the conferences, and Will, you watched most of them, right? You missed the bad ones.
Well, I fell asleep during two of them, didn't watch one of them, and then I saw the rest of them.
But stayed up to date on all the news, right?
Yeah, I saw everything.
Nice. So that's our main topic. Will, you have anything you want to tease?
I played... What's that game that... Oh, Hollow Knight.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about Hollow Knight, but other than that, more Hyrule Warriors.
Yes.
The usuals, so...
I briefly played Hollow Knight on the Switch. I also got Far Cry 5, which I played a little bit of. I wanted to play Fortnite on the Switch. I never got around to doing it. And then the Skyrim Very Special Edition I wanted to start too, and I never got the opportunity. So hopefully for next week, we'll get into what that is later on in the episode. But yeah, Eric, what about you?
I played that Vampyr game from Don't Nod. It's Vampyr or Vampyr or something like that.
I don't know that I've ever heard which way it's supposed to be pronounced.
I have no idea.
Probably
I've heard both ways.
Yeah, well, I played it for like 4 or 5 hours, and it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I sound a little hesitant to say that is I'm not sure about the combat yet.
That's what I've heard about it.
But the story itself is really good so far, and I like it's more dialogue based and it's cool.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we'll be hearing more about that during what we played. So without further ado, we're also going to be skipping Nibble Bits. So if you came just for the Nibble Bits, I'm sorry to disappoint you. Next week.
Nibble Bits.
Next week. Yeah, the entire episode's pretty much Nibble Bits. So we'll start with EA. I thought was the worst one. There was very little here for me. I've got a window here with some of the stuff that was announced. So
this is the one I didn't watch for reference. So
yeah,
I mean, miss anything.
Yeah, you missed absolutely nothing. So they showed quite a bit of Anthem. That was kind of the Anthem and Battlefield 5 were kind of the pillars of this one. We'll start with Anthem. I don't know. I was hoping to go into EA's press conference having a better understanding of Anthem, and also was hoping it would kind of, I don't know, get me interested in it, because I wasn't all that interested in it, and I don't think they did that for me. I'm not any more interested in it than I was before, and maybe even less so. I don't know how you guys felt about that.
Reminds me a lot of Destiny.
Yeah.
Because you see it, and it's separated into like there's 4 classes in this one, but the 3, like, it's the like Titan, which is the tank, then there's the Hunter, which is kind of like the stealth quick one, and then there's like the magic one, which is kind of like the warlock. There's a 4th one. I don't know what it does. I don't think it really showed any gameplay of that, but
yeah,
it looks cool. I'm interested, but I feel like if this is one of those games where you have to sink a ton of time into to be able to get anything out of, I'm probably not going to end up getting it, because there's other games that are going to be like that I'm more interested in getting.
Yeah.
It does have BioWare's name attached to it, so I am a little bit more interested with it. But other than like showing some like gameplay like around the world and stuff like that, like they didn't really show you too much like how the game's structured or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came out of it kind of underwhelmed. Like it looks cool, but I don't know, it didn't really do anything for me until I started hearing from people that were able to actually play it, like media people that played like 15 or 20 minutes of it, and they said it just controls awesome. Like, it just feels good to play, and that makes me a lot more interested.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you can say what you want about Destiny. That game was fun for the first 20 hours.
Yeah.
It was fun to play, so interested.
Yeah, I'm I'm only interested because I think the idea for the world was cool, and I think I've read this later. I don't know that they explained it during the press conference, but basically, like, the gods that made the world abandoned the tools that they used to build the world that Anthem is in. So that piqued my interest in the lore of the game. I don't know how well that's explored in the actual game. I know that was, for me, the first Destiny. That was the biggest issue. Was the lore of the game not being front and center, because that's kind of why I play that sort of thing.
Yeah, so, they hid it in your phone.
Yeah, well, exactly.
It was yeah.
So that was kind of the big thing that took up the end. I actually didn't watch all the interviews at the end. I kind of lost interest.
You didn't really need to.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, oddly to me, the highlight of the EA conference was like 2 lines that Respawn is making a Star Wars game.
Oh, from the Vince Zampella interview?
Yeah.
Yep.
All we know is that he's making a Star Wars game.
Yeah. And
that's it.
Yeah, it's going to be about when the Jedi were hunted down in between episodes 3 and 4.
Ooh.
So that's cool.
That's very cool.
I like Star Wars games. I like that EA is finally doing something other than Battlefront with that license. It's cool.
Yeah. The highlights for me were the surprise reveal of Unravel 2. Even though I never played the first one, I was interested in playing it. The second one looks really good. And then the other game that they had, the other indie game, which
Madden on PC?
Madden on PC. Sea of Solitude.
Actually, a lot of people are really happy about Madden on PC.
They are, yeah.
It's been like a decade.
Yeah, I'm at least... I'll download the demo and play it on PC. We'll leave it at that. I don't think I'll buy it, but I will download a demo. And then probably when it comes to EA or the Origin access, then I'll subscribe for a month and get my fill. Yeah. So, was there anything else here? They had some awkward on-stage Madden stuff. Oh, Command and Conquer. Command and Conquer Rivals.
They made Command and Conquer a mobile game.
A mobile game, yep. They did a live on-stage demo, I guess, between 2 mobile, 1 strategy esports player and 1 mobile esports player. Neither were people that I knew from anything.
I don't even remember who won.
Yeah, I think it was the strategy guy that ended up winning.
Is this called Command and Conquer or Pocket Camp?
No, that would have been a more interesting name. It's Command and Conquer Rivals.
Okay.
So, I think that's everything. There was some FIFA stuff that I didn't understand. Battlefield 5.
It looks cool.
It looks good, but when I saw the Battle Royale, I was just like, eh.
You know what? But the surprising thing was that was really the only one, wasn't it? I thought we were going to be bombarded with battle royales, but I think that was the only one.
Did we see any of the Blops one?
Not in any press
I don't
conferences.
think so.
Okay. So yeah, it was the only one that we really saw anything out of.
I was shocked by that. Shocked.
So they're a little further behind then.
Yeah.
They might be able to make a really good battle royale game.
Yeah, maybe.
Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I like the time period, obviously, but the first-person shooter that's not like a heavily story first-person shooter or first-person shooter RPG, I just can't get behind. So I was disinterested in the Battlefield 5 stuff, to say the least.
Well, the only reason why I'm not a fan of it is I don't want the resources of that to be taken away from the multiplayer of the game. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather have my classic Battlefield multiplayer, kind of how it always has been, but World War II, because it's been a while.
Yeah.
I don't want that to have issues because they wanted to, in favor, do more at the Battle Royale mode. Yeah. And that's kind of what I'm worried about.
Okay.
Because Battlefields are known to have issues at launch.
That's very true.
So,
did Battlefield 4 have issues?
Oh yeah, I think that was the one that had the most.
I'm sorry, Battlefield 1. Did that one have issues?
I didn't actually play Battlefield 1 at launch.
Okay.
It did, not as bad.
Yeah, Battlefield 4 was the bad one that took a while for them to fix, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They created a whole new studio just to fix issues with that game too. I'm pretty sure it's one of the opened in Los Angeles.
Yeah, because it really was that bad.
Yeah. But anyway, that's everything from EA. I thought EA was by far the worst one. By far, not even close. Right?
Yeah.
I think they're my second to worst, actually.
Oh,
somehow.
okay, nice. So yeah, there wasn't anything at all for me in that one. So
No Skate 4.
no Skate 4. Yeah, people were disappointed by that.
Can someone explain that to me? Because everybody was going crazy for Skate 4. Is Skate that beloved?
Yes, it has like a serious online following, and if you like look at EA's Instagram after any picture they post, it's just Skate 4, Skate 4, Skate 4, and it goes back like a year and a half or something like that.
So they're just trolling everybody then.
Yeah, so like I
Nice.
forget which in one of the conferences there was a skate game, and everybody was just going crazy thinking it was Skate 4 on Twitter for like 30-ish seconds.
That's right.
Oh yeah, it was during Microsoft's.
Yeah. So yeah, no Skate 4.
All right. Speaking of which, Microsoft was up next.
Yeah.
Microsoft showed a lot of games.
This was a pretty good one.
Yeah, I thought it was good too. So they started off Halo Infinite. Just an announcement. We know nothing about this game. I don't know if anyone heard later what Halo Infinite was all about, but I didn't hear anything about it.
I know it's a Master Chief story.
Okay.
They also said that this game is so ambitious that they had to create a brand new engine for it. So take that for what you want.
Okay.
There's like no gameplay or release date at all,
Right.
but it exists.
So this one's 2 years out, right?
Probably.
Probably.
2020. All right. So there's that one. That was cool. Not a lot to go on there. Ori and Will of the Wisps gameplay. That looks great. I still have to play Ori and the Blind Forest sometime.
Yeah, I never played the first one.
Yeah, I have it. I just need to play it. They showed Sekiro Shadows Die Twice, which is a ninja game from Software. I didn't really know what to make of this. It looks really cool. But I didn't see enough to get a good impression of what that's all going to be about, right?
It's a samurai game. It's one of 3 samurai games I saw at E3 that I know I'm going to buy.
Yes. It's what I'm hoping is going to be coming to PC also.
I hope so.
If I were to guess, like, if this plays similarly to the Dark Souls games, which it looks like it does, it seems like this is going to be a game that everyone's going to really like. So
Yep, looked really cool. We got a first look at Fallout 76 during this one.
we did. We should save our Fallout 76.
Yeah, because that's Bethesda. They announced Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit as a new game in the Life is Strange universe. So this one is supposed to kind of transition you from Life is Strange to Life is Strange Season 2, which is coming out later, which I had no idea.
Okay.
I'm interested.
Yeah.
I love those games.
Yep, me too. This one's going to be free too. It's coming out on June 26th.
Oh, man. I didn't know that.
Yep. Free.
Sold.
So I will at least give it a shot. That's what 26th is. Slightly under 2 weeks away. Tuesday in a week and a half, I guess.
Soon,
yeah.
How many episodes is it? Is it just one?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be one.
One, yeah. They're giving it away for free, so.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I was just curious how much because what was Before the Storm was 3, even though that was what, $10?
Yeah.
Okay. Crackdown 3. Didn't really show much of that. That was some cinematic stuff. Yeah, not much to go on there.
That game needed to come out 4 years ago to be relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was actually just going to ask it, or any of us going to buy it?
No.
Okay, I'm not either.
0% chance.
I'm in the wait and see mode right now. I really like the first one. I don't think I like the second one all that much. But if it comes out and reviews well, I'll probably play it.
We should We should put a bet on this. This game doesn't get above a 60 on our favorite aggregate site, OpenCritic.
I would I would say I'm gonna say it's a solid 7
Okay.
review scores.
No, I'll take the under.
Under.
We should put a wager
I'll
on
take
it.
the under. I'll go one step further and say it's not even going to come out in February like it's supposed to.
Okay.
It's going to get pushed to March
Delayed.
or April.
It'll be a fall holiday release next year.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's going to roll again.
Yeah. So moving on, Metro Exodus. They showed some environments and stuff. Metro Exodus, really looking forward. It's coming out February 22nd, 2019. I have to play through the first 2 again before I tangle with Metro Exodus.
It's looking pretty darn good, isn't it?
It looks amazing. It's one of the 2 games that makes me want to upgrade my computer. So, I don't know if I'll be able to before then, but
It looks way more focused outdoors than underground.
Which is cool.
yeah.
But yeah, because the second one was kind of, you did a little bit outside. You weren't like not too awful much. This one seems like not primarily, but a good portion of the game you'll be doing stuff above the ground.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a lot more open world.
Yeah. Did
than the
either
other.
of you ever play Stalker?
No, I have the Stalker
No.
games on my Steam library, and I just never played them.
This it looked to me a lot more like Stalker than the other Metro games, and I
Okay.
think that's going to be a good thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it looks fantastic. That's one of my most anticipated. Kingdom Hearts 3, little gameplay there. It's gonna have the Frozen world. I know nothing about these games other than it's got Disney stuff in it.
My fiance is very excited.
Okay. See,
I'm
I'm
not at all.
no.
Yeah.
I would be excited if it was coming to a platform that I have. But I just I haven't heard a PC release and I haven't heard about a Switch release, so
Yeah.
that's a wait.
Does it make me selfish that I'm a little bummed that Microsoft is getting Kingdom Hearts 3 and the Nier Automata?
Make you jealous?
Selfish. Like,
Selfish?
I don't
Like,
want Xbox to have
these
it.
are PlayStation games.
Oh,
That's
I
not
see.
Fair.
I see what
Yeah,
you're saying.
exactly.
No, I get that.
Like, have your Gears of War.
Yeah.
But
Fair
with
enough.
the PC, you can play Gears of War and you can play Halo. That was my problem with this conference was everything I can't get on another platform, I can play on PC because you can play Xbox exclusives on PC.
Yep.
There's no incentive for me to buy an Xbox. I know
That's-
I'm not your typical consumer, but
That's kind of that was my takeaway too. There was a lot of cool games in this, but it didn't get me excited about Xbox. Like,
Yeah.
I went into this saying if this blows me away, if they have some games that I have to play, like I'll find a way to get an Xbox One X, but I still don't see a reason to do so.
Yeah, I mean, what game, other than Forza Horizon 4, like, what game was the one that you would be like, oh, I need to get an Xbox for?
Well,
It really wasn't.
If there had been Fable, I know we haven't gotten through the conference yet, but there was no Fable. If they had said Fable 4 or whatever is a Xbox exclusive,
I
I have to have it.
They definitely teased it, though, when they said Playground's bringing their open world expertise to another title.
Yeah,
They definitely teased it.
I don't. That's
But that's not confirmation, but we all know.
gives me blue balls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, you're right.
yeah.
So, another thing, I want them to add keyboard and mouse support for consoles. Like, it just needs to happen because I can't play shooters with a controller. I just can't. Terrible.
Couldn't you use a keyboard on the Dreamcast?
Probably. I know, like, the systems have the integration. It's just the game developers have to enable keyboard and mouse support in
right.
their games, which hasn't happened for too many games. There's a few of them. I think some of the MMORPGs you can play with a keyboard and mouse, but
Oh, I bet.
Forza Horizon 4, it's going to Britain, full shared world, also 4 seasons, 4 distinct seasons. I wasn't gonna get this, but now I actually think I'm going to.
I don't know what it
Looks
is
awesome.
about the season changing that made me just instantly go, I'm buying this.
No,
Yeah.
me too. Me too. I was just about to say the same exact thing. It's like
It's-
that sounds cool.
I don't know. It's like a dumb little thing that they added, but I'm like, that's amazing. I haven't
Yeah.
seen this yet, so now I'm getting it.
Yeah,
I wonder how the seasons are actually going to change, though. Like, is it going to be per lap, or can you set it per race, or is it like in the trailer? It seemed like it was actually changing mid-race, but that could just be a trailer thing.
yeah.
Like, how crazy would it be to be doing one lap and have it go from winter to summer, back to winter again? Like, that'd be cool.
That would be cool. I feel like
I'd be
it's
for
just
it.
going to be something that happens every few days where the season changes.
That would make sense.
Yeah, that probably will be it.
But I don't know. I mean, they might have race types where the season changes during the race, because that would be awesome.
They should have that if they don't.
Then Microsoft announced that they opened a new studio and bought a bunch of indies. They bought the State of Decay developer Undead Labs, Forza Horizon Studio, Playground Games, which I thought they had already owned.
Me too.
Second of which will be working on a new project in addition to Forza. We already know what that is. They bought Hellblade Studio Ninja Theory, as well as Compulsion Games, which made We Happy Few. So there. That was actually exciting for me. Because one of the complaints about Xbox has been their lack of really good exclusives lately. At least as compared to PlayStation. So hopefully, maybe not even this generation of consoles, but for the next generation of consoles, they'll have some good exclusives for us.
That's certainly their intention.
Yeah, I think they've kind of realized that they lost this generation. They'll try to catch up as much as they can, but I think they're already moving on to the next one, which is what Nintendo did with the Wii U, I think.
Yeah.
So, The Division 2 was it announced on this thing? I don't think I had heard anything about the Division 2 beforehand.
It was announced prior to E3.
Yeah. Was
Okay.
that one of the Walmart Canada leaks?
It might have been.
I
There's
want
a
to
few of
say
them.
yeah. And then Ubisoft just went ahead and announced it. Or
Yeah.
confirmed it.
Yeah. It's going to be located in Washington, D.C., which I thought was awesome.
Oh, what a political statement.
It's pretty brilliant.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic. Fantastic spot for the game to be. I really like the Division. I think I only played through it till the end, but it's a game I wanted to keep playing, so I'll probably end up getting the Division 2. It's supposed to come out March 15th of 2019. So,
Yeah, I'm on board for it. I liked the Division 1. It was super hard and I ended up rage quitting it, but I really liked it when I was playing it.
yeah. Well, even when I revisited it after I beat that, or after I built the supercomputer that I built earlier in the year, I was like, this game plays so nicely.
It really does.
It's like for a cover shooter, it just the controls work so well.
Is this Ubisoft's best IP right now?
I have to Google that.
I would have to Google that too.
I will say Assassin's Creed has a new breath of life into it.
Yeah, it's been looking better.
Yeah. We'll talk about that.
Oh yeah.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider trailer looks good.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk a little bit more about that during Square Enix. So they had a trailer for a skateboard game, which a lot of people did we talk about it before the episode? A lot of people thought it was going to be Skate 4, but it was a game called Session.
Which looks interesting.
It does. It looks good.
I'm sure a lot of people that wanted Skate 4 are going to play this.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's been a while since I've played a good skateboarding game. Really long time, so it's about time. Devil May Cry 5 was announced.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is probably my top 5 for games of show for me.
Okay. It was.
I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't even remember the last Devil May Cry all that much because I guess one of the characters you can play as was in the last game. Like in the story, I wasn't familiar because it's been so long. But Devil May Cry is such a fun game to play, and this game looks so good. Like the whole demon thing, I kind of has been documented on here. Like I love the whole angels and demons and killing demons and stuff like that. And this is just an extension of that with just some awesome weapons to use, and the combat is so fluid and looks good. And I know in this one you can play as 3 different characters, which is another really awesome feature. So you're gonna be able to cycle through them. I'm really stoked for it. It's been a while since we've gotten another Devil May Cry.
Yeah,
I'm gonna play it.
I'm into it too. It looks good.
They called it a console launch exclusive, right? Or no?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to come out on Xbox first. They had a weird way that they announced it. Like before the video popped up, they would say like whether it's a console exclusive or an exclusive, or they had a couple different terms. But it, like after the game showed, like I forgot immediately like what it was supposed to be.
I did too.
It's hard to keep track of all those.
I think this is one of those, but yeah.
Yeah, like comes first to Xbox or something like that.
Yeah, for like a week or 2 or something like that.
Yep.
I don't understand, but okay.
Will, you still have to play Bayonetta.
I do. I need to acquire Bayonetta.
Yeah, I mean, I have Bayonetta 2.
Dose. Yeah, I have to get. Is the first one sold separately?
Yeah, you can buy it on the eShop.
Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll buy that one and borrow the second one.
Yeah, I think it's cheap. It might be $20, which is worth it.
Yeah, I've just been hemorrhaging money to Nintendo.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's gonna continue.
They announced an expansion for Cuphead called The Delicious Last Course, and will be out in 2019.
DLC,
yeah.
Delicious Last Course.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
never put that together. That's precisely what it is.
I bet they did that on purpose.
Yeah, so Cuphead was awesome. I never got far enough to where I feel like I need more, but
I rage quit Cuphead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty hard.
Like pretty early.
Next on the list, Bandai Namco announced Jump Force. Will,
was this your game of show?
To be honest with you, this is where I fell asleep.
Oh.
Jump Force. So I should look this up right now.
Yes.
Yeah, no, look it up, watch it, give us comments. This is Japan the game.
Jump Force 4?
No, just Jump Force.
Yeah, it's just Jump Force. I'm surprised you haven't heard of this, Will.
Oh, is this where...
The second I saw it, I was like, this is Will's game.
Is this where Goku and Frieza were walking around the city?
Yeah.
Yes.
But there's more.
So this is a fighting game.
Yes.
It looks like it's a 3D fighting game.
Yep.
It reminds me a little bit of Xenoverse, but looking way better.
Yeah, it's an anime fighting game with like people from a whole bunch of different anime.
Are
One
Goku
Piece,
and Frieza
Naruto.
the only representatives?
I think those are the only ones we saw from DBZ.
Wonder if there'll be more.
But there's going to be a bunch because it's going to be like Marvel vs. Capcom where you have a team of 3 on each side that you like switch out, and it's just anime characters.
So I'm sold.
It's Japan the game in New York City, which is the most Japan thing ever.
Yes, it is.
Can Goku go Super Saiyan?
Yeah, he does it in the trailer.
I think what's this out on? Oh, Xbox, obviously, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sold on this.
Yeah, it looks.
I'm buying it.
It looked pretty awesome.
I have to.
If I get to beat up Frieza again, yeah, I'm in.
I want to know what else they got. Because they just showed One Piece, Dragon Ball, and Naruto, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's going to be more than that.
I would bet money My Hero Academia is in it.
I know there's at least one more anime.
Oh, they showed a Death Note.
Yes, Death Note. That's what it was. Thank you.
Yeah. That's
Goku
right.
just threw a spirit bomb. What?
Yeah, you're going to buy it.
Yeah, I just saw the end of this gameplay where Goku threw a spirit bomb, turned Super Saiyan, and then Kamehameha the ground.
Yep. Bandai Namco, thank you.
I'm in. So this worked its way into the top 5.
I thought it was going to be your number 1. I really did.
Turns out you missed it, Will.
I did miss it. This is exactly right where I fell asleep.
And if you miss Jump Force, that means you missed something else that I'm excited for that they showed us virtually nothing.
Okay. Is it in Microsoft?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was very shortly after, but I think Dan might want to hit the next game first.
Yeah. So next game on the list is Dying Light 2 world premiere. I was excited about this one. I really liked Dying Light. Apparently, in this one, the story is going to be more front and center because the story in the first Dying Light was not great. Gameplay was fantastic, and the gameplay and the sense of horror, especially like when you're doing stuff at night, was just fantastic in that game. So, apparently, in this one too, the choices that you make in the game have a significant effect on what happens in the city that you're in. I don't think they said where the city is supposed to be or what the city is. So, but yeah, looks really good. Excited for that one.
They had me sold at Chris Avalon.
Yeah.
The second he walked out, I was like, oh, I'm buying this.
Yep.
All right. There you go.
Yeah, Dying Light looks great.
Yeah.
Next on the list, a new Battletoads.
There you go.
Was this the one?
Oh yeah, this is the one. They didn't show anything for it really except Battletoads,
Yep.
but I want to play Battletoads.
Yeah. I don't think I ever played any of the other Battletoads games.
The only one I've ever played was the one on regular Nintendo,
Okay.
and I never really got that far, but I had a great time with it.
Yeah.
So
And that's
yeah, Battletoads.
that's something that just sticks with you too,
Oh yeah.
from that age. Next on the list, Just Cause 4 was announced, I guess.
That was a Walmart leak too.
Yes, that was the Walmart leak, and then it got
And then,
leaked
like,
by Steam.
Yep, and then everyone was like, "Yeah, it's real."
Yep. It's real. So yeah, it's the thing that impressed me about Just Cause 4 was the severe weather.
Yeah, that looked really cool.
Yeah. It's probably one I'll end up skipping over or getting on a sale at some point. But yeah, the severe weather looked like it could lead to some interesting gameplay. That's all. Nothing else to say about that one, right?
No, that's all I got.
Yeah.
The next one's kind of interesting.
Yeah, Gears of War 5 or Gears 5 is coming.
Yep.
It's going to have 2 spin-offs, a Funko Pop mobile game, which don't know anything about that.
Bizarre.
Yep.
It's going to be the new Lego games, right? Everything's going to be Funko Pop
Funko
now.
Pop, probably, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And then Gears Tactics was announced, which looks really interesting, really neat.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
going to
really
be an XCOM style turn-based strategy game. I guess that one's going to be PC only. So
I'm actually more
That's cool.
interested in that than I am in Gears 5.
yeah, definitely. I don't know why they didn't come up with that sooner. It seems like the perfect fit.
Definitely.
I mean, since the last Gears game, didn't XCOM 2 come out? And XCOM 2 sold really, really, really well.
Yeah.
And then we started seeing like a resurgence of these, like BattleTech came
Yep.
out, and it's definitely time.
Yeah. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle too.
Yeah.
Which also sold really well and reviewed really well.
Right. That's right.
I would say this is the perfect change of pace for Gears of War, too. I think that's exactly what the series needed, is a new perspective on the game world.
Yeah.
Or gameplay change.
So Gears 5 follows Gears verse character Kate Diaz. It looks like this one's going to be a little more personal than a lot of the other Gears stories. So, I mean, I like Gears of War. I don't know if I'll end up playing this or not, but I'm at least interested.
Is Marcus Phoenix in it?
I don't know.
Don't know. Not that I saw.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing him. And then Microsoft announced they are in fact working on the next Xbox. Now I had predicted during our E3 predictions that they would, have more information and that the next Xbox would be revealed to be coming out. What I think I said early next year. But they just announced that they're working on it, which I don't think that's a surprise to anybody.
I give you credit though that they announced it already. I think it's kind of surprising that they announced it, because Sony just said that they're like 4 years off from their next one or whatever, 3 years.
Yeah, 3 or 4 years.
So.
I'm not surprised by it, but I'm still a little irritated about it.
Yeah.
Like I don't want our consoles to turn into cell phones where you need a new one every 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, because there was the originals, and then the Xbox One S, which was supposed to be an improvement, and then there's the Xbox One X, which came out a year and a half later.
Year after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Don't like it.
No.
But that's where we're at now.
Yeah, that is where we're at.
Yep.
And then they closed out the show with a trailer for Cyberpunk 2077, which looked amazing.
This is the game that I am most looking forward to.
Oh, me too. Me too. Easily.
It's not even close.
Not even close. This is the other game. When I said earlier that I needed to upgrade my computer, this is the other game that is in my mind when I need to upgrade my computer. It's I don't know how far off it is, but I read some impressions from media people who got to see the behind closed doors, like more gameplay stuff, and everyone was like floored by it.
Yeah, yeah. No,
Is it a first-person shooter?
Yeah, it's first person. Yep.
Yeah,
That's
said
crazy.
they made it first person because they could do more to get you more engaged in that way. Like if you look up in third person, it's like, oh, okay. If you look up in first person, you're like, oh wow, yeah, that building is extremely tall. And stuff like that. So they wanted the scale.
Yeah, I feel like the details, like finite details, are a lot more important in a game like this that you can see better in first person than a game like The Witcher 3, where there's not as many like computer screens and stuff like that. There's no computer screens in that, so having it be in first person makes sense. People have said it was a Deus Ex and Witcher 3 love child, from what I gather.
It is.
So.
It really is.
Did you guys see that they had a hidden message in the trailer?
Yes, I did.
I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, there was some information in there, and then they gave away Witcher 3 Steam copies in the actual trailer. If you
I thought that
entered
was
the game
really
key.
awesome too.
Yeah, there was probably like 20 of them. I
think there was way more than that because they showed it and then they scrolled a whole bunch and they kept having the keys up there. I mean, I didn't count them, of course, but I think it's a lot.
Yeah.
And the message is great. Like, I'm all about it.
Yeah. No,
What was the message?
I mean, I can read it all to you if you want me to. It's not super long, but I have it up.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
It's been over 2,077 days since we announced our plan to develop Cyberpunk 2077. We released a CGI trailer, gave some interviews, and went dark. Normal procedure for these kind of things. You announce a game and then shut up, roll up your sleeves, and get to work. We wanted to give you The Witcher 3 and both expansions first, which is why this period of staying silent was longer than we planned, and we're sorry for that. As soon as we concluded work on Blood and Wine, we were able to go full speed ahead with CP 2077's pre-production, but we chose to remain silent. Why? At some point, we made the decisions to resume talking about the game when we have something to show, something meaningful and substantial. This is because we do realize you've been impatiently waiting for a very long time, and we wouldn't like anyone to feel that we're taking this for granted. On the contrary, it gives us a lot of extra motivation. The hype is real, so the sweat and tears need to be real too. But to that point, today is the day. If you're seeing this, it means you saw the trailer, our vision for Cyberpunk, an alternative version of the future where America is in pieces. Megacorporations control all aspects of civilized life and gangs rule the rest. Let's see. And while this world is full of adrenaline, don't let the car chases and guns mislead you. Cyberpunk 2077 is a true single-player, story-driven RPG. You'll be able to create your own character and, well, you'll get to know the rest of what at their show booth at E3. Be on the lookout for the previews. Before we finish, you probably have some questions. When? When we told you we would only release the game when it's ready, we meant it. We're definitely much closer to a release date now than we were back then, but it's still not the time to confirm anything, so patience is still required. How big? Seriously big, but to be honest, we have no bloody clue at this point in time. Once we put it all together, we will openly tell you what you can expect. Free DLC expansions. Expect nothing less than you got with The Witcher 3. Microtransactions in a single-player role-playing game? Are you nuts? Once again, thank you for your patience. If you have a minute, do visit cyberpunk.net and share your opinion about anything with us. Yours, the CD Projekt Red team.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, they're excited.
Is there any developer that has more good guy cred built up than CD Projekt Red?
Can't be.
Not many. I
Like,
wouldn't think so.
I can't think of one. I will buy anything that they put out.
Yep.
Yeah, honestly, like even if I'm not that
Larian
interested.
Studios now, since their last couple games were awesome, but yeah, CD Projekt Red for sure.
Yeah.
Can't do any wrong.
Yeah, that's definitely my most anticipated. I cannot wait for that. But
Oh, and they promised DRM free, of course.
Yep.
I know that's important to some people.
Yep. Awesome. So that closed out Microsoft. Microsoft I thought was good. Like I said, it didn't get me excited about Xbox per se, but definitely excited about games. So there was some good stuff in there.
Probably the most content in a conference, right? Out of all of them.
Oh, easily, yeah. There's a lot of stuff there.
Sorry, what was that? I missed that.
Had the most content in that conference than all the other ones did.
They definitely had the most games, but nothing really that it couldn't play somewhere else.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Got me excited about games, but not Xbox.
Exactly.
Per se.
That's perfect. The perfect way to put it.
All right. Moving on to Bethesda, which was next. So Bethesda kicked off their thing with a Andrew WK live performance. I feel like his music is perfect for the game that came after it, which was Rage 2. There's a gameplay trailer. There's the cinematic trailer that has his music too, watching some... I guess it's the main character of Rage 2, mow down some people and blow stuff up. Pretty cool. I'm excited for Rage 2. Very excited. More excited than I thought I would be. I don't know how you guys felt about Rage 2. Will?
Probably a pass. For me. Yeah. And
Okay.
it's nothing against Rage. It's just I am trying to allocate. There's so much games that I want to play
There's a lot of stuff.
that I'll get Rage cheap,
Okay, I see.
if anything.
Yeah. What'd you think, Eric?
It's a game I want to play,
Uh-huh.
and I'll probably buy it, and then I'll probably never play it.
Gotcha.
It strikes me as one of those. Like, I'm going to get it, but I'm going to have so much in my backlog that I would prefer to play. Yeah.
Did they give us a release date for it? I feel like they did, but I don't see one on here.
Spring 2019.
Oh, okay, that's right. For some reason I thought it was coming out this year, but you're
Yeah.
right, it is coming out next year.
All we got, spring 2019. And, maybe by then I'll see something and I'll be like, oh, I do have to play this.
Yeah, from what I gather, the gunplay is like Doom. It plays like that quickly, and with your character's powers and stuff. So.
From what I remember of playing the first one, the gunplay felt weak.
Yes, it did.
Which was a problem.
Yeah.
Everything else was cool. Like, the world was cool and the cars were cool, but like, it wasn't fun to play, and that was the problem.
Yep. I think, like I said, I believe it's in the Doom engine, and from what I gather, it does play like Doom. So that's cool. Doom Eternal was announced. It will continue the Doom saga of doomliness, as it says on here, but it's going to be taking place on Earth, hell on Earth. So not much other than that.
Was Doom 2 Hell on Earth?
I don't remember. It's been so long since I played
Doom
that.
2 or 3, they're old, but one of
Yeah.
them was Hell on Earth, and that's cool. They're going back to their roots.
Yeah. Apparently they're
thought
going to
the little
show
teaser-
more at QuakeCon, but go ahead.
I thought the little teaser was cool.
Yeah.
Thought it was neat.
Yeah.
I'm glad you skipped the card game.
Oh, yeah, I tuned out of that part. It's just hard for me to pay attention to that sort of stuff.
I was so upset. Yeah, let's just not even talk about it.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah. Well, even if we did want to talk about it, I would have no idea what to say because I like I said, I tuned out during that part. So, so Prey got some new stuff. They got DLC called Moon Crash.
Yep.
Which one's that?
Moon Crash is the roguelike mode.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm really excited for this. I love Prey.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting New Game Plus, a survival mode, a story mode, so you can make it super easy if you had trouble with that.
Uh-huh.
And then there's a new multiplayer too.
Yeah. Asymmetrical
Typhon Hunter.
multiplayer asymmetrical competitive mode called Typhon Hunter.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
It does sound awesome. So one human character takes on a group of 5 players controlling shape-shifting mimics. So they can turn into anything, I guess, right?
You guys should stream that.
That would be fun.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Yeah, so that sounds really cool. I still have to buy Prey. It's one of those ones that I will get on a sale at some point.
It's a really good game.
Yeah, I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, I want to play it too.
Next is Wolfenstein. The Wolfenstein 2 kind of offshoot game stars BJ Blazkowicz's twin daughters. It's called Wolfenstein Youngblood. The whole game can be played in either solo or co-op. It's coming next year. That sounds cool.
I got strong Army of Two vibes.
Yeah,
from
I could
the
see
trailer,
that.
and I liked those games. I feel like I played both of those like co-op with someone, so could be fun.
Yeah, definitely. And then the last one was a lot of. Well, it's not the last, but they showed a lot of Fallout 76.
Mm-hmm.
So it's definitely gonna be an online game. It's coming out in November, but it's gonna be. They described it as softcore survival, as opposed to hardcore survival.
Whatever that means.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Even though they kind of explain stuff, I still feel like I need to play this game to really have a good understanding.
That's how they get you.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
I was under the impression that there's only going to be a few dozen players on each map. Yeah, it says dozens of other players, not hundreds. So I guess when you join a server, that's what happens. I don't know. I didn't get it.
I was initially sold on this game, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And now the more that I think about it, the more I don't know how to feel about it because you're the first people on Earth, like coming out of the ground, you're the first vault to open. There's no quests.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you said the only other people that you're going to see are other players.
It's
other
either going to be
characters.
people you team with or people you kill.
Yeah,
So
I'm less likely to buy this now than I was before E3.
me too. It seemed cool. They have a lot of concepts. Todd Howard said that you could play it solo. He made it seem like at the conference you could play it offline, but you can't. The most you can do is a dedicated server.
Huh.
So there was that. So I don't know how to feel about it. He said the world is like 4 times bigger than Fallout 4. But like if there's no quests to fill it out, that's all well and good. You have a big world, but it seems like
You just wander around and build stuff.
yeah.
Someone somewhere is going to build some impressive things on a solo server.
And then it's going to get nuked.
Yeah,
maybe.
That was cool. They announced that you could launch nukes at each other. Like that's cool. I like that. But like I said, like I feel like this is a game that I can play for a couple days, get my fill, and be done with it. And I'm a little worried about that.
Yeah.
Sure.
I know I'm going to buy it.
I probably will too. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest with ourselves, Will.
It's Bethesda.
Yeah, I'm buying it on PC. So
Bethesda.
Well, at least you have it on PC so we can play together.
we'll
play-
Johnny
we'll-
says
We'll play once.
Johnny in the chat says there's a type of ghoul that's not a ghoul yet, and they're able to use guns and so on. So that's not another player.
Oh, that's good.
Okay.
Do they talk to you?
I don't know. That'd be interesting. That'd be kind of cool if they're all like really just screwed up from the radiation.
Yeah, like I wonder if they're like if they're just going to be like an enemy type, or if they could give you quests and stuff.
Because it's just
are
like
they all feral, or
what do you do? Do you just build? Like I don't know.
that's my confusion too. And if that's all it is, like I'm not interested in that at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I
I'll
hear
still buy it.
I know. I'm still going to buy it too because it's Bethesda. I hate myself.
Yeah, I'll probably end up getting it too. All right, moving on. Elder Scrolls Blades was announced. It's an Elder Scrolls game for mobile devices. It's also going to be on consoles and PC, I think, later on. I don't know. I wasn't that interested in this, but
Does nothing for me.
yeah. They're trying to go for the full Elder Scrolls experience on a small screen, but I don't know. It looked like a mobile game. I would probably play it for 10 minutes and be done with it. So there was that one. They announced Starfield with just an announcement / teaser trailer. It's a new sci-fi game don't know what to make of that one at this point, but
Very excited for it.
Oh, yeah.
Though we know nothing about it.
yeah,
It's
definitely.
playable.
Bethesda in space intrigues me. I don't like that they said coming next gen.
Wait,
Uh,
is that really?
Yep, that's what they said about Starfield and the next game.
And
Really?
Coming next gen.
yes.
So 3 years, 4 years.
That's what I was thinking. So 2022? 2022? Like are they trying to tell us that the PS5 is closer than we think, or a PS4 Pro Plus?
Oh jeez.
I didn't
don't
hear
really
that.
wanna-
So
Xbox One X Plus.
Yeah,
I don't want to see that sort of stuff.
I don't
My-
either.
my bold statement was actually going to be Starfield comes out next year, like fall, and then the Elder Scrolls was going to be like 2020, 2021. But it seems like Starfield will be the one that comes out sooner, and that seems like it's on slate for 2020.
Yeah, I mean, Starfield is definitely coming before Elder Scrolls 6 because everything they've talked about the Elder Scrolls 6 up to this point is that they just don't have the technology right now to do what they want to do with the Elder Scrolls 6.
Mhm.
So
they wanted to
that's-
build a new engine and
Yeah,
everything.
so I'm telling you, Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be like 2022. I bet it comes out 2/22/22.
Oh yeah, that would be adorable.
Yep.
That would be adorable.
And yeah, when they said Starfield was next gen too, I was a little disappointed because I would love for that to be out in 2019.
Yeah, because that could potentially be a ways away,
Yeah.
like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they closed with the teaser for Elder Scrolls 6. They just kind of scrolled around and showed some landscape and then city and then Elder Scrolls VI on the screen. And that was all for that, but it was enough to get people excited.
Yep.
They basically just confirmed that they're working on Elder Scrolls 6, which we already knew, but it's still nice to see it.
And for some reason, I'm hyped for it.
Yeah, oh yeah. I'm
You
definitely
know,
hyped for it.
I actually came away from it saying this is the best conference so far, and like I sit back and
100%.
look at it objectively, and I'm like, they really didn't give us much.
There was nothing there.
But I'm still
there
excited.
was really nothing there, but it's Bethesda, so like everything that they had, I'm like, I'm gonna buy that. I'm
Yeah.
gonna buy that. Oh, I'm gonna pass on the mobile games. Oh no, I'm gonna buy that.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Bethesda.
So one thing they did that was really funny when I first watched it, but they made a joke trailer for an Alexa-powered Skyrim Very Special Edition.
The highlight of the show.
Highlight of the show.
Absolutely.
I was literally laughing out loud when I was watching that. It starred Keegan-Michael Key, who's very entertaining, and but it turned out it was a real thing, and I have it on my Amazon Echo. Haven't tried it yet. I really wanted to try it, and I just kept
I
forgetting.
can't believe it's real. But I'm so happy about that.
Yeah. Apparently, if you don't have an Amazon Echo, you can play it on your phone.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep, there's tutorials for that. So
I'm gonna find a way to do it.
Yes.
For sure.
I do want
100%.
to say real quick how self-aware they are with how ridiculous
Well-
their Skyrim re-releases have been.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
They're aware.
yes,
They know. I loved them joking about Walmart at like the beginning of the show too.
Yeah.
They were like, you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and tell you everything that we have coming out because of our friends at Walmart Canada. So,
Yep.
hey, Starfield is real, and the Elder Scrolls 6 is real.
Yes.
It's like great.
Yeah.
Thanks, Walmart.
So yeah, this was my favorite of all the press conferences. It probably had the most for me in it. It was not super long. Definitely quite a few entertaining moments. So, yeah, my favorite.
I think this was my second favorite.
Okay.
It was really good.
Yeah. Will?
I will say this was my third favorite.
Third favorite.
I would say Microsoft was 2.
Okay.
Because of the sheer number of cool stuff.
Yeah, that's because Devil May Cry was in there, Forza was in
Yeah.
there, Jump
Japan the
Force.
game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Japan the game. Because really the only thing that I'm gonna play from Bethesda is Fallout 76. The other stuff is things that I'm not gonna see. I might see when I have gray hair.
That's
Right.
Yeah, that's very true.
So
Yeah, for some reason, the most hyped things in that conference for me are the 2 games that probably won't be here until 2022.
exactly. So I kind of dock them for that, but it was still better than EA and unfortunately Squeenix
Yeah.
Oh yeah, which is next.
Next.
and Ubi for that matter.
So Squeenix.
There was one game in
Go
UB
ahead.
that I was real happy about.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that.
So for Squeenix, we got Shadow of the Tomb Raider, a lot of stuff. They showed some actual gameplay. I've been excited for Shadow of the Tomb Raider since it was announced, so they didn't really need to do anything to convince me that I'm going to buy it when it comes out. But it looks good. What'd you guys think of Shadow of the Tomb Raider stuff?
Very interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah. Not much more you can say about it, right? I mean, it looks great,
It's
and I'm
Tomb
going to buy
Raider.
it. Yeah. Going to buy it. So they had a few more minutes of the Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit. So yeah, again, that's coming out free, and we'll connect the Life is Strange and Life is Strange Season 2. Good stuff. My favorite announcement from this was Platinum is making a new game of Square Enix called Babylon's Fall.
Yep.
Yeah.
This
That's
was
cool.
Yeah, this was the part I was definitely the most interested in of this whole press conference. They didn't really show anything other than like some lore, I guess, of the world, but with Platinum's name on it, and you know the lore stuff looked really cool. I'm definitely interested in that one.
PS4 and PC exclusive.
Yeah, coming out in 2019. Glad it's coming to PC too, because otherwise
yeah.
I might have to borrow a console for it. Just Cause 4, more stuff about Just Cause 4 in the weather.
Same stuff.
Yep.
Octopath Traveler.
Yeah.
More about Octopath Traveler. Apparently, there's going to be another demo, and it actually will carry into when the game comes out in July.
Okay.
That's cool.
I
I'm
actually
excited for that.
Yeah, I saw on the Nintendo Switch subreddit that the demo is a large portion of the game, but you can only play 3 hours. So whatever you get
Okay.
done in 3 hours carries over into the main game. But
That's cool.
from what I read, the main game is supposed to be really long. It's supposed to be good 80 to 100 hours.
Yeah, and there's like
So
8 characters, which is it sounds really cool to me.
Yeah.
I'm definitely buying this.
Oh, that's
this is the thing on the Switch that I want the most.
yes, it's a day one buy for me too.
Oh, yeah.
Coming out. Oh, I guess it's a month. Is it the 13th
Yeah.
or 14th?
13th.
Oh.
13th.
13th of
A
July.
day under a month. Yep.
Praise
Oh,
be.
man.
Right?
Cannot wait for that.
The Switch is the console to get. Let's be serious.
Switch
For-
and PlayStation.
For me, yeah. Next on the list, The Quiet Man. Didn't really understand what's going on here, but apparently it's about a guy who kicks ass while he's deaf. Looks like a brawler, but I couldn't tell that well.
I already have to look this game up again because I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah, it was okay, but that was all.
Yeah.
There's a few other minor things, but that was the main parts of the Squeenix show.
I was actually a little surprised.
This was my least favorite, other than EA, only
Yeah.
because it had stuff for Octopath Traveler and Babylon's Fall looks interesting. So other than that, I was not interested in Squeenix.
There was really only two games that I'm 100% gonna buy, and that's Tomb Raider and Octopath Traveler, and that's not enough for me to have this very, very high up my list.
Mhm.
And also it was a 28-minute YouTube video,
Yeah,
so
yeah. It's disappointing as far as E3 press conferences go.
yeah.
So next on the list was Ubisoft. So Ubisoft, as usual, starts off with a very bizarre dance number for Just Dance. This will be for Just Dance 2019, which is coming out in October. Even coming to the Nintendo Wii. This one had someone dressed up as a panda in a pink and purple marching band outfit. It was.
I was into it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
I was super into it.
when I first started following these things, I was like, why do they do this every time? And it's just a thing now, and I enjoy it, and I expect it at this point. That Ubisoft is going to have a crazy dance number at the beginning of their
I saw a comment on Reddit that summed up the conferences up to this point, and it was something like EA, people talking, Microsoft, games, Bethesda, Rock Bands and Todd Howard, Square Enix, YouTube playlist, Ubisoft, Dancing Pandas.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Perfectly sums it up. So they kicked off the Ubisoft press conference with quite a bit of stuff of Beyond Good and Evil 2.
I am so excited for this game.
Yes, it looks fantastic. They had a cinematic trailer, some pre-alpha gameplay, which looks really, really neat. But then they had Joseph Gordon-Levitt come out and talk about
crazy.
It is crazy, and talk about his interaction with the game. So he has a company that gets, what I gathered is it gets artwork from people and puts it in like movies and stuff.
Yeah, it's called Hit Record.
Mm-hmm.
It's a collaboration website. So like people get together and work on things, and like the way it works for distribution would be like, the people who get together and make this would like negotiate with themselves and be like, okay, well, this was really good that you did. If we make any money on this, you should get like 3% of this, and they like negotiate that with themselves. And like anything that actually ends up making money, like going in something, those people do get paid.
Oh, that's cool.
So. Yeah, I know they said they only have like $50,000 for Beyond Good and Evil. But I mean that could go up. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
It seems cool.
Yeah, I would love to, if I was even the slightest bit artistic, I would love to have something of mine like just immortalized in the game. That would be awesome.
It would be amazing.
So.
But no release date. So.
Right, no release date. And the footage they showed was pre-alpha, so I'm assuming this is still a little ways away.
I feel like all the games I want are 2022.
Yeah, that one might be a 2020, early 2020 release, but no way of knowing. They didn't announce any even release window.
Just hope it's current gen.
Yes, definitely. So Trials is returning with Trials Rising. Trials is Trials. It looks really good. Apparently they refined gameplay and performance on all the systems really well, even the Switch. So it's supposed to play great on no matter what you play it on. So
they brought in community members to help during development. Like they brought in people that are good at Trials to help out.
Oh, really?
So I think that's cool.
Nice.
Trials was fun.
Yeah. Eric was always big on Trials. He was the resident Trials proponent, so I'm sure he was excited for that one.
Yeah, it's very cool. February 2019.
Nice.
Like every other cool game.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of stuff in February.
It seems like stuff is starting to get pushed out of the pre-holiday fall window and into early in the year.
And I'm okay with that,
Yeah.
because that means they're not pushing, their developers to put stuff out too early. So.
Yeah, before Christmas when
Yeah.
It's got to compete against a million other games too.
Yeah.
So.
No, I'm all about it. That February is starting to get crowded.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah, very crowded.
Yeah, now the pre-holiday is going to be less crowded, and it's all going to be after the new year.
Yep.
So the Division 2, they talked a little bit more about. It's going to get raids and free DLC, which is cool. Always like hearing about free DLC.
Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. They showed that DLC.
Yeah. The Donkey Kong DLC, they had a musical performance too, which was awesome.
I'm really excited for this. This looks like it's a whole new campaign, and that game was awesome.
Yeah. I'm getting it. It's out June 26th.
Yep.
So
super soon.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks great. Like I said, I've loved that game. I think Will liked it. Corey liked it even, which is weird.
It was really good.
Because Corey doesn't like anything.
Hates
No.
fans.
They showed some stuff from Skull and Bones. Ship stuff. I don't know, because I know this game is supposed to compare a little bit to Sea of Thieves, but is it just ships, and then like when you go to port, the that's where you sell your stuff, or is there first person parts of it? I still didn't really understand what I was seeing here.
I'm pretty sure it's a pirate ship combat game.
Okay, just pirate ships.
It looks like they took all of the cool boat stuff from Assassin's Creed Black Flag. And like took out all the bad parts of that game, which is everything when you're not on a boat.
Yep.
And they made a new game, and I'm all about it. It looks really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think we said at the time, like, you could make a whole game out of just the ship stuff, and it would be an awesome game.
And Ubisoft turned around, and they're doing it.
Yep.
It looks really good, and it looks like there's going to be some kind of story to it too. So, I'm excited.
It takes place in the Indian Ocean too, instead of the Caribbean, like most people think of when they think of like the golden age of piracy. So that's also kind of neat, different setting that we're used to seeing. So there's that Transference. So apparently Elijah Wood is coming out, or Elijah Wood is working on this narrative-focused VR project called Transference. I remember watching the trailer and being a little creeped out, but I didn't really know what I was looking at again. So
yeah, I fell asleep at this point, so I missed a lot of this stuff.
I tend to tune out when I know something's VR because I don't have any way to play VR.
Yeah,
so.
I did the same thing actually. I don't have VR, so I didn't really. I think I was staring at my phone. Yeah.
Well, it's funny because like you're so focused on everything else that when we talked about during the Bethesda one when the Elder Scrolls card game came up, I just tuned out, and I'm pretty sure I watched all these on my phone, and I'm pretty sure I was still like looking at the screen, but just nothing was being absorbed into my brain.
No, 100%. Like I couldn't believe they chose to basically open with that.
Yeah.
It was a bad choice.
Yes, to put everyone to sleep right away.
Yeah.
Other than like the 10 Elder Scrolls Legends hardcore fans.
Yep, okay.
But I'm
sure that exists.
I've still tuned out during Transference. It looks neat, but VR, so.
Elijah Wood, that's cool, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
And then they showed a little bit of Starlink Battle for Atlas, which that's the Ubisoft's Toys to Life thing. They kind of took up the helm after Skylanders kind of went on hiatus. So
I think this is pretty cool, and I love that the Switch gets Star Fox.
Star Fox, yeah, that was the most exciting part for me too. I didn't really know what to make about this game. I figured it would be something I'm interested in. I kind of like the Toys to Life thing. But yeah, once they talked about they had Miyamoto come up and talked about the combination of that with the Nintendo Switch and Star Fox, and that looks cool.
It's definitely going to be a Switch game for me.
Yeah, oh yeah. If I end up getting it, it'll be on Switch too, no question. It's coming to it's Xbox One, PS4, and Switch, so not PC. So that's where I would have to get it. So yeah, the Star Fox tie-in is definitely awesome. Next, For Honor getting a new mode and a big expansion called Marching Fire. I tuned out during this part too, to be honest.
I never played For Honor.
I didn't either. I'm not that interested in For Honor either. So
I've got some friends who played it and enjoyed it at the time, but I'm pretty sure that was so long ago. This is just gonna be a nothing.
Yeah. Yep.
Isn't For Honor going free?
I thought so.
There's a free version. It's one of those ones that's confusing with all the different versions they have. There's just like a free starter version, and then they had it so you could get a free copy on PC. I don't know what that comes with that's different from the starter version. I mean, I could look it up, but I don't care enough to do so. So I'm not gonna.
Don't blame you.
Screw them, you know. And then they close with a lot of Assassin's Creed Odyssey stuff. They kind of set the tone for the story, showed a lot of the gameplay. That looks actually kind of cool, believe it or not.
Yeah,
you can play as a lady.
Yeah, I like that.
You can pick and choose.
Yeah,
and I think they both have like their own stories, which is really cool. So it gives you a reason to play twice.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's one I'll wait if it comes out and reviews really well. I'll maybe give it a shot.
That's
So.
what I did with Origins. I feel like I'm better off for not having spent full price for that game, but I
Right.
liked it.
Yeah. The combat looks better, which is good because they showed a decent amount of the combat. It seems like it's less of holding down the parry button and more like actual combat. So that's always a good thing.
And I'm a lot more into this setting too. Like Greece definitely appeals to me more than Egypt did.
Yeah, absolutely. Athens and Sparta, all those fun things from back in the day.
The Peloponnesian War, it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
I'm actually sold on it. I'm not going to get it at launch because I feel like the Assassin's Creed games go on sale pretty frequently.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wait, but I am very interested in this one.
It's coming out on October 5th on PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
Oh, lordy. That's soon.
Okay, Sony. Sony is
man.
up next.
This was my favorite conference, despite the weird awkwardness.
It was definitely had some weird awkwardness.
The 10-minute break, like right after the first trailer, that was something.
Yes, so they started off with The Last of Us Part 2. They had music at the beginning.
Now, I liked the music interludes actually.
Yep,
I thought those were cool.
I liked them too. A lot of people did not like the music, but I like when they put on like a show a little bit on these things, you know.
And Sony definitely did.
Yeah.
You know, people were really upset with Sony's press conference.
And I don't understand why.
Because people complain about everything.
I was watching Reddit at the time, and I was like, why? Why is everyone freaking out? This was an amazing conference.
Yeah.
There wasn't enough games.
Come on. This is my #1 conference.
It was. Yeah, I actually enjoyed it too, despite not having a PlayStation. But yeah, Last of Us, they showed a trailer that kind of showed some story stuff. And then they showed a decent amount of actual gameplay, which looked really good. So yeah, that was pretty cool actually. I enjoyed the Last of Us stuff.
Oh yeah, day one purchase, no matter what. Period.
Yeah, I don't
Sony,
even like
take my money.
I don't even like playing Naughty Dog games, but I'm gonna play this one on day one.
See, that I also don't like playing Naughty Dog games, but The Last of Us I loved, and The Last of Us 2, I have to buy it.
Yeah.
The storytelling is just so awesome that for their games that I just whatever the gameplay I don't even care. I'll struggle through it.
I liked the little hints at Joel too. Like I love that they're just calling him her old man now. Like yeah, okay, you know what? Yeah, that's my dad. We went through enough. We went through enough in the prequel. You guys haven't seen that, but that happened.
I just hope you don't have to push Ellie around on a raft. Or have Ellie push someone else around.
Oh my gosh. She looks capable enough on her own now.
She should have learned how to swim by this point.
It certainly seems like she's learned how to do a lot of things.
Yes.
So,
that looked good. The next one was actually one of my favorite things in the entire conference, and that's
the intermission.
No, that was. I mean, yeah, it was in a train wreck sort of way. That was good, but yeah, Ghosts of Tsushima. So it's an open world samurai game.
This looks amazing.
Yep. Apparently, it takes place on the island of Tsushima, which the Mongols invaded in Japan, and it's about a samurai and his fighting back against the Mongol invasions, which couldn't be more up my alley. Gameplay in this game looked awesome. I don't know. I would almost buy a PS4 again for this game, but I'll probably just borrow Will's.
This game is in my top 3.
Yeah.
Yo, it should be. Like this conference is the conference that made me feel like I am so happy I own this console.
Yep.
These are games I can't play anywhere else, and looking down this list, I wanted all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So
same with me.
Yeah. Just absolutely fantastic. This game looked amazing. Like that duel at the end of the trailer with like the sun in the back and the cherry tree. And,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
With the Mongol hordes closing in on them as they were fighting. It was awesome.
I'm in. I'm sold. Again, take my money.
That was just a side quest too. It wasn't even a main story mission. It wasn't anything like major. It was just a little side story in the game.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that one looked awesome. I'm all in for that one. So they showed a third-person game from Remedy called Control. I thought this one looked really good too.
I thought it was Quantum Break 2.
Okay, it says right here it's Quantum Break, but with supernatural powers.
It's cool.
Yeah.
It looks really cool.
It does look cool.
And Remedy, so
yep.
Hey.
Yeah, I've actually liked all of Remedy's games, so I'm on board.
Yeah. 2019.
2019. Resident Evil 2 Remastered was announced.
It's a remake.
Oh, it's a full.
It's not a remaster. It's a full remake.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, like that wasn't just a trailer. Like they had some gameplay there with like the over-the-shoulder camera, like with RE4.
Nice.
Looks good. And January 2019.
Yep, January 25th, 2019.
So soon. It looks like they got it running on the RE7 engine.
Nice.
So very cool.
Dan, can we get some trailers for Ghost of Tsushima?
Oh yeah. I forgot I haven't updated the video in a while.
It's paused on something. I can't even tell what it is.
Rage 2.
Yeah, there you go.
We had requests to see some of Sony's stuff, so.
Ghosts of Tsushima.
Tsushima. That's a good 8-minute video or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Last of Us 2 looked great too. You should put that one up after.
Yeah.
I'll do that. Okay. Let's get past the flute playing.
All right, there was actually one game at this conference that I'm not interested in. It's the next one.
There was one that I'm not interested in too.
Yeah, but it's the next one, the Rick and Morty game. That's not actually Rick and Morty.
God.
Yeah, that was another one that I wasn't all that interested in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pass.
Okay.
On talking about that one.
Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna have Pirates of the Caribbean world, so that's cool. Death Stranding. Will.
I still don't care.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy it.
This game is trying way too hard for me.
Of course it is.
And
it's Kojima.
It's just show me a lot of gameplay and tell me what this is. Like
they took the leash off Kojima, and this is what you get.
It just sounds like a blowhard is not the right word.
I think he's Japan's David Cage.
Yeah, okay. Honestly, that's kind of the comparison. And I just don't care about when I actually see gameplay and get a release date and what this even is. Yeah, I'll be interested. But other than that, I just don't care.
The extent of gameplay they showed was just someone walking around in an environment. That was it.
Yep.
You've been working on this game for 4 years, 3 years now.
I'm not actually sure any of that was actually gameplay.
Yeah, it could have been. It could have been just a scripted sequence. Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't really do much for me except this is weird. I'm interested. I need to see more.
I mean, I'm gonna buy it, but I'm really annoyed with everything leading up to it.
Yeah.
One question I have is this still going to be a PC release? They had said it was going to be a PC release when it was announced, but I have not seen
anything about it.
I've not seen anything about it being a PC release since. So as far as I know, it's just PS4 right now.
They didn't say anything about PC.
Well, I got a question. I see on Reddit and everything, people go wild for this game. What is it that people are so captivated by?
Kojima.
And that's it. That's the only thing.
That's it. That's the only thing.
So enough of everybody going crazy over this game. We don't even know what it is.
We know it's weird.
There's a
baby. There's a weird baby
that keeps on showing up in Norman Reedus.
Yeah.
That's the only thing we know.
And we know that Norman Reedus is just a delivery man because that's what he says.
But people see the lettering on the screen, everyone goes crazy.
I really don't understand.
You know, I hate Death Stranding. I'm not gonna get it.
Though. No, you will.
I am not getting it. I'm putting my foot down.
You're gonna buy it. You're gonna buy it and you're gonna play it.
This is my podcast promise. I'm putting my foot down on this game.
All right.
Making a stand, huh?
I'd rather replay Dookie Dookie Literature Club.
I'm interested in this only because of the weirdness of it all. That's what's got me hooked into it.
Yep.
All right. So Neo 2 was announced.
I'm gonna buy that.
Yeah.
First one was good.
I still have to get the first one on PC. I think it's on sale this week.
Yep, and it's a lot better now than it was at launch.
Okay.
They did a lot of listening to the community to fix a lot of issues. So I'm really excited to see Neo 2.
Nice.
Like my biggest problem with the first Neo was lack of enemy variety.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure they've listened to that, so it should be good.
Okay. Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was the other game from Sony's that I just could not get into. I have superhero fatigue to the point where I couldn't even watch this whole thing. It's that bad. Yep. I'm that guy. But anyway, what did you guys think of it? Because you seem to have been excited for it. So
My fiance is super excited.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, I am excited.
Okay.
I'm a DC guy, so you know, Spider-Man's cool, I guess.
I think it just looks really awesome.
Yeah.
Although I thought Batman looked awesome, and I didn't play Batman at all.
Arkham?
Arkham Asylum, I played all of, but everything after that was not super great.
Yeah. I played all the Arkham games.
It looks like they got the web slinging right for this, and I think that's the most important thing. So,
yeah.
If it's fun to move around, it'll be a really fun game.
Okay.
And it looks like you can't the movement is really good. So
yeah. So that didn't do anything for me. Last but not least, From Software is making a PSVR game called Daracene.
Yeah, this did nothing for me at all.
I was just confused by that whole thing.
Yeah, it's like it's from Soft, but it's not going to be a combat game. It's like a little... It's like just a VR artsy story title.
Yeah.
Which is weird considering it's from Soft.
Yeah. I didn't know what to think of all that, you know?
Yeah, it did nothing for me.
All right, so Sony I thought was really well done. Ultimately,
this was my favorite conference.
Mm-hmm. Will?
Even with a couple of duds.
second favorite.
What's your number one?
Oh, we're getting to it.
Oh, okay. Well, I know what it is now.
Yeah,
I know what it's not.
I would say it's probably was my second favorite. Probably tied for second if I had to guess.
All right.
It was good. So last but not least, Nintendo. So Nintendo had their Nintendo Direct starting at noon on Tuesday. They announced Super Mario Party, which is coming out in October 5th. They showed some gameplay. They showed some of the stuff you do with the actual physical Switch. Some really neat things like laying your Switches down on the table next to each other, and they can sense where the screens are touching, so you can use those two. So
was
weird.
This the mech game?
No, that one's next. That's not next. Why is this out of order?
Because there was a mech game. Right?
Yeah, that. You're right. That's what was first. It was Daemon X Machina, which looks really awesome.
I just like mech games.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah, mech games
Let's
are awesome.
play. 2019.
Yes, that looked really good. Yes, Super Mario Party looks good. That's probably one we'll get. That's one the kids will want to play. So
I'm gonna buy that.
yeah,
I'm gonna play that. They got away from the cart, which is great. It's like a real Mario Party game again.
yes,
So I like that a lot.
yeah, me too. Because the first few Mario Party games were awesome.
Oh yeah.
Will Mario Party?
Oh, I'm sold.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a fool.
50 turn games. Let's go.
All the Mario Party games are actually really good, but for whatever reason, I don't know what it is about Nintendo's like secondary Mario games, like the Mario Tennis, like Mario Party. They just look so much better this gen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that might have something to do with them actually looking better this gen because the Switch is a more powerful piece of hardware. Because
But
they
like,
do like look better.
But like when you look at the past like games for the Wii U, like even though it doesn't like the games didn't look great, they didn't review as well, you know what I'm saying? But like I feel
Yeah.
like Nintendo games this gen have just been crushing it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's my bias right now, but
Well, I know. What was it? I mean, a lot of the Wii U games crushed it, like Mario Kart 8.
like we've got maybe the best Zelda that we've gotten and God knows how long. Maybe the
That's
best
very
Mario that we've gotten.
Yeah.
Mario Tennis Aces is getting praise, like that's seeming to review really well, and the last Mario Tennis game didn't get reviewed that well. Like
No, it didn't. You're right.
a lot of people were buzzing about the new Mario Party. Like, when has Mario Party gotten any attention from people other than like kind of a butt end of a joke, you know?
Right.
I think it could have a lot to do with just the platform.
Yeah.
People love the Switch because the Switch is easy to love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
here you go.
totally. So
I
Xenoblade.
want everything on the Switch.
Yes.
Everything.
Everything.
Ghost of
Yeah.
Tsushima on the Switch.
With motion controls.
Yes.
Because I can't aim with a controller. I just can't. It's terrible.
Nope.
It's embarrassing. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is getting some DLC. I didn't understand what this was all about, but it's called Torna the Golden Country. So there's that.
I don't know anything about Xenoblade Chronicles,
Yeah.
but that is out in September.
I played Xenoblade Chronicles 2, but I didn't get far enough in it to understand what the DLC was for. So, Fire Emblem. They announced Fire Emblem will be called Fire Emblem Three Houses. It looks fantastic. Will,
It was.
go ahead.
It looked cool. Like it seemed like there was a part where you were like actually on the field with your troops, which was neat.
Yeah, it seemed like the units, like when zoomed out, was just like one like soldier, but when you zoomed in, it was actually a small unit of troops, which was kind of neat. The story was hard to get a read on what that's going to be about, but it's Fire Emblem. As long as they have all the Fire Emblem elements in it, I will love it.
I mean, this game really, watching it, had more questions than answers, but you know what? I'm sold on it. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, let me see if I can call up the trailer for it.
I think it looks graphically kind of how I wanted the next Fire Emblem to look like. It was like a logical progression in the graphics for the game. I think that looks good. The combat I thought was pretty cool on the 3DS, like how it kind of like your army moves towards that, or your character moves up to that, and then it zooms into like the battle, and your character does the attack. Like it does that. Looks really good when it goes into that mode. Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah.
Spring next year, right?
Yep. Spring.
Okay. Yep, coming spring 2019. So this was all but announced anyway, but Fortnite came onto the Switch on Tuesday. So it was official. I downloaded it right away. Haven't tried it yet on the Switch, but I downloaded it. So.
Oh, you forgot to mention Fallout Shelter is on
Fallout Shelter.
Switch.
Yeah, I think that was during the Bethesda conference.
Yeah, we
they
missed
announced
that. Fallout Shelter on the Switch and the PS4.
Yeah.
Yep. The only reason why I bring that up is because I downloaded that Fortnite and another game.
Yep.
That in like a minute apart from each other.
Yeah, I also downloaded Fallout Shelter on the Switch. Haven't played that either, but it's on there if I ever want to. Because why not? You know.
Yep.
I'm not even close to filling out my 128 gigabyte micro SD card on my Switch. So. Fortnite, Hollow Knight was out on the Switch at that very moment. I love when they do stuff like that.
Yeah, that was a cool announcement.
I went and bought it right away. So, yeah, that's one. Me and Will have talked about it, but we've been waiting for that to come to the Switch for a while now. It was supposed to come out in Q1 of 2018, but they were kind of mum on it. Like they wouldn't even say when it was supposed to come out. So, but that's probably why. So it was a surprise announcement for a surprise release for E3.
Yeah. What a game.
It was cool.
Yeah. So Smash Brothers. Smash Brothers is called Smash Brothers Ultimate. Will, I'll let you fill in the Smash details because A lot of it was like Smash fan stuff that I didn't necessarily understand. The differences, in other words.
It's basically the most fan servicey Smash Brothers game to ever be created. Usually, every Smash game, the big deal is who's going to be on the roster, who are they going to cut. You never want your favorite character to be cut. That's a terrible feeling. Last game, the Ice Climbers got cut. What I think unfairly, because the 3DS is old hardware, couldn't handle them and everything they wanted to do with the game. So they got cut. A lot of the third-party characters like Snake weren't in the game in favor of newer third-party. But what they did with this game, and it was kind of cool how they did it. They're cycling through a bunch of characters that are in the game, and then they get like halfway through, and then like they just kind of pause the gameplay. And they go, everyone is back. So every single character from every single Smash Brothers game is back in this one.
Yeah.
That means Young Link. That means Ice Climbers. That means Solid Snake. That means I know I'm forgetting a bunch of characters that have been cut. Pichu. Wolf is another one that was cut. Wolf was back. So every character. So that makes 68 characters in total. My favorite one that's back is Pokemon Trainer. Pokemon Trainer was the coolest character because it cycled through Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard. And I thought that was one of the coolest concepts for a character in the game. And what they did with the Pokemon Trainer in this game is they made every one of the Pokemon viable, so you don't have to switch if you don't want to, which is a cool thing because I know in Brawl, when you wanted to use Squirtle had weaknesses that you had to use Ivysaur. Ivysaur had weaknesses, so you switched to Charizard, and you had to cycle through them. But in this one, you can, if you like one more than the other, you can just stick with that. Another cool thing that they did, and I don't know how this differs because they just kind of announced it but didn't really go into details, but there's Echo Fighters in this one. And what that is they're clone characters. They're called Echo Fighters. So what they did was Dark Pit and Lucina are clone characters to Pit and Marth, and now they are considered Echo characters, so you can go play as them. I don't really know specifically what that means, but they also announced a new character who's an Echo Fighter, and that's Princess Daisy. She is Peach's Echo Fighter, which is a really cool thing. They also announced 2 new characters, the Inklings, which is a really cool addition, and the much wanted character Ridley.
Yes.
Which
that was cool.
Did you guys see the trailer for his announcement?
Yes.
Yes.
Wasn't it?
It was
dark.
Yeah, it was amazing. I was like, is this really Nintendo?
Yeah, because the video is it's Samus, Mega Man, and Mario walking through like this dark area, looking around, and you just see Ridley's tail go through Mega Man, like through his heart, kills him.
And when I saw that, my first thought was, did they put a Xenomorph in Super Smash Bros? Like, I thought surely this was a Xenomorph.
Yeah, because you're just like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And the next thing you see Mario get his face crushed, which is another really dark moment. And then Samus turns around and it's Ridley spinning Mario's hat around his finger. So Ridley is in the game. It's kind of funny because previously the creator Sakurai has said that Ridley was too big to put in the game because in the Metroid games he's massive, but in this one he's in. There are 80 stages, I want to say, are going to be in this game. I could see them announcing every past stage being in this game too, if they're really going for it. Along with new stages. I know they said
there's at least 5 new stages, along with numerous returning stages.
Okay, so there's that. I would guess that we might get 1 or 2 more new characters, but then that's going to be it because this game has 68 characters in it. That is a lot. But man, when I saw this stuff, I was ecstatic. They did a lot of more work on the gameplay. They changed how Final Smashes work. So instead of you controlling the Final Smashes, so like Falcon and Fox have this Landmaster, which is this giant tank that falls under the stadium. Now what they do is they kind of if they hit the enemy with their Final Smash in the target area, it does like an automatic 2-second animation, and all of the characters are like that, and they made them shorter so you can get back into the fights a lot quicker. The character movements are a lot quicker. Some moves have been changed. They detailed all of them. There's a lot of them. They said there's over 1,000 changes in this game from the past game. So I'm not going to go into too much detail of all that. One of the cool things they had is if you have a smash attack and you connect on it and it's a good connection, they have a lot of damage. What they do is they slow down the battle, for one-on-one. So you hit it, it connects, it slows down real quick, then the character goes flying, which is a really cool thing to add to the game, because that's when everyone knows, like, those moments where people are watching and you see, like, you get a final smash and it like slows down. It's like one of those moments for tournaments that would get a lot of buzz and like hype moments. One thing that annoys me are people are complaining about it though.
Already?
They don't like how some of the characters look, even though this is very early footage apparently. They're still working a lot on it, and they're also upset Waluigi is not in it.
Of course, the New York Post or the New York Times wrote an article. No, it was the Washington Post. The Washington Post wrote an article about Waluigi not being in the new Super Smash Bros.
Really?
People are livid.
Huh.
Wah!
Like, this is the most ambitious Smash game, really, ever, and like people are up in arms about the dumbest things with it. It kind of bothers me.
I would rather have Ridley than Waluigi.
Absolutely. Like I said, we could probably get only one more new character, but that's fine because every single character is returning. So like,
Yeah.
This is a crazy amount of content in this game, and like people are mad. Like, come on.
And they're saying every previous amiibo is supported for
Yep.
whatever that's worth to people.
Yep, new characters have amiibos as well, so that's all there.
So that's cool for people with amiibos.
It's coming out in December as well, which
Yeah, December 7th.
December
Pretty soon.
7th.
It feels
Yeah.
soon.
It'll be here before we know it, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was so hyped. The only thing that I wish they did, and this is just me being really nitpicky, is I wish Zelda's character was the Breath of the Wild character as opposed to like her more like
I thought that too. Yeah.
her more princessy look. I kind of liked her Breath of the Wild look where she was
Maybe-
looked more ready for combat, but I can
Maybe
see
that'll
why
be one of the skin options.
that could be. And like I guess Sheik is in the game, so like I kind of feel like that Zelda would play similarly to Sheik, kind of like how
Yeah.
the combat works. At least with Zelda looking more princessy, like she's more like magic based. So I get it. So I'm not too bummed about it. But Link's Breath of the Wild Get Up is in it, and it looks so good.
Mario has Cappy,
Mario has Cappy.
Yeah. It's gonna be good.
which is cool. GameCube controllers work with it, which I had never realized how closely, how perfectly Smash plays with the GameCube controller until I played it. What was it, at Eric's bachelor party at Corey's?
I think so. Yeah.
Like, because it's been it had been a long time since I played a Smash. Now I was fine playing it with the Wii U Pro controller, and then I played it with the GameCube controller. I was like, this makes so much sense.
Yeah.
So I will be getting at least one GameCube controller.
I
to play
feel
it
like
on.
I heard somewhere earlier today that they're actually starting to make GameCube controllers again.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Because people are using them for games on the Switch.
Yeah.
Now-
They added support. Like I feel like it was last year in one of the patches they added support for the GameCube controller. So
I think people were playing Breath of the Wild with it, if I
Yeah.
remember correctly.
Yeah, people are trying to play everything with it because people love that controller.
yeah.
So like Nintendo is actually manufacturing GameCube controllers in 2018.
Just a wild thought.
It's amazing.
Yep.
So the question, the adapter that I bought for the Wii U a couple of years ago, does that work on my Switch?
I think so. I think it will work on the Switch.
Oh my god,
That's
I have
cool.
like 4 controllers already. This is
There you go.
perfect.
Yeah.
So yeah, Super Smash Bros. Very excited.
I should say this and this game, Ghost of Tsushima, whatever, and Spyro Reignited were my top 3 games for
Ooh.
for E3. So
Okay.
I don't remember seeing Spyro.
I saw the stuff that they showed behind the scenes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for Spyro.
It looks really good.
It does. We didn't talk about Pokemon. Let's Go Pikachu.
Yep. Pokemon
and-
Let's Go
and
Pikachu
Let's
and
Go
Eevee coming November 6th or no, yeah, November 16th.
Yeah, I think
for it.
the only new info is that you got to buy the Pokeball to get Mew,
Yes.
Really?
and that sucks.
That does suck.
Yep.
Cause I'm not buying that Pokeball.
I will buy one.
I think my fiance just said she's buying it.
There you go.
All right, well, I guess I'm getting a Mew.
Yes. My question is how much are they going to cost? That's
They announced that. I thought they said like $40. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
okay. That's a little more than I would have thought, but that's doable.
I'm hoping I'm wrong.
Yeah. I was going to guess like 25.
It is $50.
Oh man, I don't know. That's a bit much.
Yeah.
Especially when you can. I still don't have a Switch Pro controller, and that's
Or
60.
as a bundle with either game for $100. So you could get
okay.
it for 40 if you bundle it.
Yeah, with the Amazon Prime
Because
discount,
the
that's
game's
20%
gonna be
off.
60. Yeah. Yeah.
So that would be worth it, I think. Okay.
The article I'm reading says, sure, the extra $40 may seem a little pricey for what amounts to a fairly limited single-purpose controller, but can you really put a price on becoming a true Pokemon master?
No, you can't.
So there you go. I think that completely covers Nintendo.
Yep,
Killer Queen Black.
Yeah, there's a couple small things. The Octo expansion for Splatoon 2 is out now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So there's that.
And Killer Queen Black
Mhm.
is like a game that the internet is super excited about.
Yeah, I've seen its name floating around.
Yeah, apparently Killer Queen is an arcade cabinet,
Okay.
and that's the only way it's ever been released before. And apparently it's just this super awesome, super fun 2D game. And they're putting it out on the Switch, and
Nice.
it's like 10 players at a time. I don't know. Seems really cool. They showed a little bit of gameplay. And like everyone on the internet is crazy about it. Super excited. So
Yeah.
I will probably buy that and try it.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's everything.
I trust the internet.
Yes. If it's on the internet, it must be true.
Yep. I live my life that way.
All right, so what do we think of Nintendo ultimately?
Round of applause.
Yeah. I thought it was good. Not as good as it could have been. There's a few announcements they could have made that it would have made it better, but yeah, it was good.
People were upset that the new Pokemon games weren't announced, but it's not coming out until fall next year. So
Yeah, no, they'll have those at next E3 for sure.
I'm surprised people
I'm sure
were shocked about that. To be honest, we just got a Pokemon announcement, so
I thought it would have been cool to see a new Metroid.
Yeah, I wanted to see something
Yeah.
from that.
That would have been nice. But this was like my second or third favorite conference. I mean, I don't even remember where I have them ranked now, but
Yeah.
I really liked Sony. I really liked
Bethesda.
And I really liked Ubisoft too. So Nintendo's up there too.
I was really hoping for a Nintendo 64 Classic announcement.
Yeah. I wonder if that's real.
I don't know. I keep seeing like patents for one, but
Yeah.
maybe it'll come out next year. You know, but they'll skip
will
this.
buy
fall.
it.
I will too.
And then I'll buy the GameCube one too.
Yep. Unless they end up just putting the GameCube games on the Switch.
Totally fine with that.
I would be fine with that too. Okay, I think that's everything for E3, right?
There was a PC conference.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to talk.
Most people don't watch it.
I didn't watch it. What'd you think?
Every year the PC conference is basically like, okay, this is where the games that don't fit anywhere else are going to go.
Okay.
And there were a couple that I was interested in. Like Warframe was there, and The Killing Floor 2 was there, and like, you know, games that we already knew existed basically were there. But one game I saw was The Sinking City, which is like a Lovecraft game. I'm trying to see who developed it. But that looked really interesting. Sinking City. Frogwares Games. They made the Sherlock Holmes games.
Okay.
I feel like every game they ever make is like they try to do too much, but it looked really cool. Like there was a gameplay demo shown. It's like the investigations are the focus, but it's Lovecraft. Like I think you're in Innsmouth. There's like fish people, and yeah, I don't know. I'm really interested. That one jumped out to me.
Huh.
And Sega announced that they're finally starting to put more games on the PC. Yakuza 0 is coming to the
That's
PC.
right.
Shenmue 1 and 2. Yakuza Kiwami Valkyrie Chronicles 4, and I think they're all coming in August.
Nice.
So August we're getting a Sega Games dump on PC, and that was cool.
All right.
So those are the things that jumped out most to me personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I was one of the weird ones that watched the Devolver Digital press conference, I guess, for lack of a better word. But yeah, they showed, I think, 3 games during that one. I don't remember the first one. The second one was called My Friend Pedro, which was like, it looked like Max Payne a little bit, but it's 2D. Really bizarre and interesting, awesome looking game. I definitely watch. You know what? I'll call it up in the chat. Let's see. But yeah, definitely watch the Devolver Digital press conference. It was something else. And then the last game was a platinum game that it's called like Mech. I wish I had the name for it. Mech Wolf something. Dang it.
Everybody seemed really excited on the internet for this
yeah,
game.
everyone was very excited. Apparently it's a re-release of an old platinum game. So, but yeah, My Friend Pedro looks incredible. It's just a acrobatic shooter, side scroller. I don't know. It's very bizarre, but looks cool. That's everything, I think.
That's pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Hitman 2 was there.
Yeah, there's a bunch of miscellaneous stuff that I still need to get caught up on because I'm way behind.
2 Point Hospital, that Theme Hospital remake.
Mm-hmm.
People are happy about that.
Yeah.
It was a good E3.
It was good. I went into it not expecting much, but I was pleasantly surprised by a lot of the stuff. I try to be somewhat optimistic about things and not so negative all the time.
This felt like a better year than some.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like we've had a couple rough E3s. So
yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's get into our weeks. Will, how was your week?
I got nothing.
Got nothing.
Yeah, nothing of no. I pretty much watched the E3 stuff and worked.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have anything to talk about really either that I can... Oh, no, I do have something. HQ Trivia last week had a $400,000 prize, and I won my second game of HQ Trivia that night.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was crapping my pants at first because I was like, oh my God, it's going to be a huge amount of money. You know, I didn't know how many people had won, so I was like... I could have won like $10,000 just now. It ended up being $161 that I won from HQ Trivia, which was
awesome.
Absolutely amazing.
That has to put you in like the top 100 for people who've gotten money off HQ.
Yeah, I was pretty high up on the list. There was a few of the $25,000 winners when they did the like survival game where you just kept answering questions until there was one person left. But I was definitely up there. So that was amazing. That's what allowed me to buy Hollow Knight and Far Cry 5, which were my game
really
purchases this week. So
very awesome.
Yeah. So it's part of mine and my wife's nighttime ritual. After we finally get the kids to bed, we play HQ. So it just so happened that I won on that night, and it was awesome. And I have Dan Carlin's Hardcore History to thank for the answer to the last question.
Oh, what was it?
It was something about which country his name was a word for like cow or something like that, and the answers were Italy, India, or Ireland. And I remember in the Dan Carlin's Hardcore History, the fall of the Roman Republic, he mentioned there was like a rebellion of other Italian states against Rome, and they minted coins that had the Italian bull goring the Roman wolf. So I did that mental gymnastics in my head in that 10 seconds and picked Italy and won. So yeah, that was very cool. That was good stuff. So you can win in HQ Trivia.
I never have.
Yeah, that's my second win. And then was it the next night or the night after, my wife actually won her first game.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was only ended up being, what was it, 71 cents? So,
big money.
Yeah. You guys are bringing in some money. Wow.
Yeah. Make a career out of winning HQ Trivia.
I wonder if there's people who do that.
I doubt it. Most of the time, it's not very much money. The first time I won, I think I won like 26 cents or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then the big winner. So yeah, that's my week. What about you, Eric? What do you got going on?
I got nothing. I worked.
Yeah.
I watched E3. That's all I got.
Yeah, that was my week.
Me.
My kids are finishing up school, so we have end of the year school stuff. So it's been just running around like crazy all the time.
Yeah, like I'm still
E3.
trying to catch up at work from like the plague I got on vacation. So yeah, have not done much of anything.
Nice. All right, well, let's get right into what we played. Will, do you want to talk about Hollow Knight first?
Yeah, I'm ready to talk about it. I've only played about an hour and a half of it so far, so I have no clue what I'm doing. Dan, I don't know if you'll be able to help me out with what's going on, but basically I got to Dirtmouth?
Dirtmouth, yeah.
Yeah, Dirtmouth, and I'm kind of like going through that bottom,
Yeah.
that cavern, which I don't know. Is that the first place you're supposed to go?
I don't think I think you can kind of go wherever you want.
So there's multiple different places that you can go to initially.
Yeah, as long as you can get there, you can get there, you know. Yeah, so it's a Metroidvania. I don't really know what's going on in the story as of yet. I've only played about an hour of it. But yeah, it looks gorgeous. It controls really nice. The music is awesome. I'm really, really excited to play more of it. I think I've said it 100 times, but me and Will have been waiting for this to come out on the Switch, and finally when it came out, I bought it immediately. So, but yeah, I really like it. I was able to beat a boss and die against the second boss. So, yeah, I don't know how upgrades work. I haven't learned any of that stuff yet. It's very early on in the game for me, but I really love it so far.
One of my friends was telling me when you beat bosses, you get new abilities. Like, I think the first boss, you get a dash ability.
Okay. Yeah.
So
now that it's on the Switch, it might be time for me to try it.
Yeah. I know Corey played it. I don't remember what he thought of it. I don't think he elaborated, right?
I can ask him. I'm not sure.
He probably didn't like it.
I think he did like it,
Corey.
actually.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, I'll text him and ask him.
But the other thing I played was Far Cry 5. I finally bought Far Cry 5, and so far I love Far Cry 5. It's awesome. I love all the cult stuff. My biggest complaint so far was load times. The load screens were ridiculous. So I actually cleared off a bunch of space on my solid state drive, and if I put it on my solid state drive, it loads way faster now. It's a lot more pleasant of an experience because I've died quite a bit. Because you're in that early stages when you have all the crappy guns and you don't have any abilities. It's difficult, and I see what you guys were talking about with the having to fight all the time.
It's annoying.
There's
right?
like an endless stream of the cultists coming, and for a while you'll do well, but then someone will come up on an ATV and you don't realize they're there, and they end up killing you. But yeah, great stuff so far.
Yeah, I got through. I think I finished one area and then never finished it.
Yeah.
But Colleen finished all of it. So
okay. Yeah, it's really, really good so far. That's the kind of game like I'd been just bouncing around doing different things, but I feel like this is a game for the first time in a while I can like really sink my teeth into and play the crap out of it, at least for a little while. So that's what I played. Will, did you play anything else?
More Hyrule Warriors, but that's kind of what I've been playing the last couple weeks, so
okay.
Eric, really get into it.
Okay. Eric, let's hear about Vampyr or Vampyr.
Vampyr. I'm gonna spoil the first 2 minutes. It's the first 2 minutes.
Oh no.
You're in the game. You play as a doctor who wakes up in a pile of dead bodies. Like I think the concept is the Spanish flu came back 10 years later in London. And like killed a whole bunch of people. You wake up in a pile of bodies and you've been turned into a vampire, and the first thing you do is kill your sister.
Oh,
nice.
So like
Nice start.
I'm maybe 3 or 4 hours in, and as far as I can tell so far, the concept is trying to figure out who did this to you, and trying to cure yourself. because I mean you're a doctor, and like you actually spend a significant amount of the game like going around and helping cure people. So it's a really interesting concept. And like if you choose to feed on people, the game gets easier because you get more experience to spend on skills. But it's it's actually a little hard to make that moral choice because it's don't nod, and they're good at things like that.
Yeah, they'll find a way to have that bite you later on.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's really cool. It's really cool. I'm enjoying the heck out of it so far.
Mm-hmm.
The combat's kind of Bloodborne-y a little bit.
Okay.
Obviously not as crisp, but still good. Still solid. I would suggest it.
Nice. Yeah, I'll get that on a sale at some point. And what I've read about it, the combat's not great. So that's definitely not the first time I've heard that. So
it's also not terrible. For
okay.
What that's worth. I also played like maybe an hour of Jurassic Park Evolution. Jurassic World Evolution. That Jurassic Park, like roller coaster tycoon.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's really slow.
Oh really?
There's no button to speed up time, and that kind of kills it for me.
Huh.
So,
that stinks.
yeah. I'm hoping maybe they'll patch that in because I'm not the only person complaining about it. So.
All right.
Looks cool. Dinosaurs are neat.
Yeah, you gotta love stuff with dinosaurs.
Yeah.
There's dinosaurs in this?
That's it. I went to a different game.
Oh, I was gonna say, I was like, what?
Dinosaurs in a vampire game?
I'm so confused.
That's a great idea. Okay. Feedback it is then. The first one is from Tate, who says, "Sup athletes, it's been a while since I last wrote in, and I wasn't even really able to listen to the podcast until work the other day. I caught up and listened to the last 5 episodes I had missed and enjoyed every bit of it. I'm sure you guys feel the same way, and life has a way of doing this to all of us, but I gotta say, I do miss the earlier days of TSA, when episodes were 2.5 hours long, and all 4 of you were on and included guests once in a while. I get it, everyone is busy now and have different things going on in their lives, but back in the day there was no way I'd be able to listen to 5 episodes of TSA in one work day. I think today at work I'm going to go back and listen to some of my old favorites from you guys, like how excited you guys were to play The Witcher 3 after it came out, or when you guys passionately talked about the Mass Effect games for hours. Good freaking times, guys. Now don't get me wrong, I still love the hell out of TSA and this podcast. I just wish that life wasn't such a bitch and made us busy. I haven't had much time to play games since we moved, but I do have time. When I do have time lately, I've been getting back into Monster Hunter World, and it's a blast. I've almost got 130 total hours into it, which is almost as many as I had in The Witcher 3, which are my two most played games of all time. My family and I are LDS, Latter-day Saints, I'm assuming, Mormon, but are definitely not the crazy kind you hear about once in a while. So my brother is going on a 2-year-long service mission to Lima, Peru in 2 weeks, and it's been hitting me pretty hard lately. I won't get to see my bro for a while. Something we've bonded over since we were kids is video games, specifically Halo. So we plan to play the entire Halo franchise the weekend before he heads out, and I'm very much looking forward to making some final memories with him before he heads out for 2 years. E3 has been awesome, a lot to look forward to, especially Elder Scrolls 6. Anyway, guys, you rock. Keep it up. Taterade out. All right. Yeah, I always miss the old days. We all had a lot less responsibilities, especially when we first started this.
Yeah, I was 16.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, we're nostalgic for the old days, but I feel. What's that?
Guests? You said you wanted longer episodes with guests.
Yeah,
That's
we
today.
got a surprise for you.
Yes. Yeah. I should have a little more time to play. Like my thing right now is like any video game time I have, it's got to be at night after the kids go to bed. Once they get a little bit older, though, that's all we're gonna do is play video games with the kids. My son's already kind of gotten to the point where we play Mario Kart and stuff. But as he gets older, like I get to show him all the awesome games that that I grew up with. And play it as an adult, Mass Effect being one of the series. So, yeah. Good things to come. He hasn't had much time to play games. Monster Hunter World. Still waiting for the PC release, right?
Is that this year?
That came out already on PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah.
Was
I
it
played 30 minutes of it.
30 minutes?
Yeah. I couldn't.
It's
I couldn't put that much time into it.
yeah, it's one of those games that you can literally play forever.
Yeah. I mean, like I started it, I looked at it, I was like, oh, that's what this is, and I never went back to it.
Okay. Yeah. I'll be getting that. That's supposed to come out on Steam, I feel like in the fall.
Soon, I think.
Yeah. So I'll be getting it then. I played Monster Hunter 3. I played Monster Hunter, was it 4 Ultimate? I don't know. One of the ones on the 3DS, which was awesome. And then Monster Hunter 3 I played on the Wii U when it came out on the Wii U.
Yeah, they're targeting autumn 2018.
Okay.
Soon.
So no date yet, but
No date.
Yeah, I'll be getting that. And then he says his brother's headed out for a service mission in Lima, Peru. That's far away.
Nice.
So they're gonna play through the Halo series again.
Good choice.
That's what I want to do.
Master Halo.
Yeah, Master Chief Collection is going to be on Games Pass, so I'm hoping that means I can play it on PC. It's supposed to be at the end of summer. Okay. Because I would love to play through the old Halo stories again. It's been, I don't know, forever. Because I don't even think I played the first remastered one when it was on 360 that it got remastered for. I think I had given up my Xbox or traded in my Xbox at that point already. So. So thanks, Tate. The next was from Idaho Jake, who says, well, guys, it was a pretty good E3 in my eyes. Xbox had the better showing and PlayStation kind of flopped. I'm more excited for Rage 2, and I may have changed my mind on Fallout 76, because now I might try it. Tomb Raider, of course, is a buy, and I still need more info on Anthem. Assassin's Creed Odyssey looks damn good. From what I have heard about Cyberpunk 2077, it will be a pre-order as soon as I can. Well, that's all I want to say about E3, but here is your Idaho Jake's This Day in Gaming History. 1991, Shapeshifter was released on DOS. 2000, Legend of Dragoon was released on PlayStation. Mega Man vs. Ghosts and Goblins was released for the browser. And 2011, Duke Nukem was released on all systems. Thanks, guys, and have a great day. So Jake liked Xbox, but not PlayStation, which I could see. And he's also excited for Rage 2, which I'm also excited for. I don't know, Will. I don't think I think Master Chief Collection works at this point.
I was curious. Wasn't sure if Fearless had a Xbox or not though.
Oh, gotcha.
I think he only has PC.
Gotcha.
I think their intention is for us to be able to play, and like anything that is Xbox exclusive, they want us to be able to play on Windows too.
Yeah.
Because they want our money. So.
I wish it was on Steam, but that's asking for too much. I think.
That's not gonna happen. Yeah.
Well, it was weird because I put Quantum Break on Steam, so I thought they might like trickle out a few other games onto Steam.
Yeah.
Because I can imagine it sold more copies on Steam than.
Quantum Break is on Steam.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
Yep. It's on sale for $20. It's on my wish list.
Oh, all right, there we are.
Jake's mind was changed on Fallout 76. He's gonna try it.
I own Quantum Break. I didn't realize that. I have it on Steam. Okay.
Don't you love that? It's like Christmas.
That happens all the time.
I do that a lot too. I'm like, okay, I'll see a game in a Humble Bundle. I'm like, oh, I want that game.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I always compare because I try not to purchase too many multiple games at once. But yeah, I'll be like, oh man, I didn't know I had that in my Steam library. That's awesome.
Thanks, Humble Bundle.
Yeah.
That's got to be where this came from.
Yeah,
I definitely didn't buy this.
Humble Monthly.
Yeah.
That was in one of the Humble
almost
Monthlies.
Cool. All right. I'll play that.
Tomb Raider, of course, is a buy. Agreed. And I think all of us are still. The jury's still out on Anthem, right?
Yeah, I'm not sold on that yet.
I was more sold by hearing people talk about it after they played it.
Right. Than what?
From just the trailers.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. And then Cyberpunk 2077. I think we're all excited for that one.
That's the one I want the most.
Me
for
too.
sure.
I need it now.
Yeah.
It's one of those games that you hope for some leaks. Although I won't read the leaks, so it doesn't matter if it leaks or not.
I have ruined a few games for myself by reading leaks. So...
I try not to do that. It's so hard, but I try. I really try.
Yeah.
At this point, I'm worried about accidentally seeing Game of Thrones stuff, since they're filming that now.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to see anything to spoil Game of Thrones for me.
Stay away from the subreddits for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. I unsubscribed recently from the
Smart.
subreddit for that very reason.
Smart.
Because some jerk is going to post. You're not supposed to post spoilers in the titles, but some jerk is going to do it.
Yeah.
And I would see it. I would see it before it got deleted too. So.
Oh yeah, happens every year.
Yeah. So that's it for feedback. Let's do our game giveaway here, Will.
Is that 2 people?
Yep.
Dose. All right. 1 and 2. 1 wins. Is that Tate?
1 was Tate. Yep.
All right. So Tate wins.
Hey.
Now it's 1 through what, Dan?
150.
150. All right. Number 1 is 93.
Oh, let me put it on the bottom. So we owe Tate another one too. Did you say 93?
Yep, 93.
Okay. 93 is Puzzle Agent 2.
Puzzle Agent 2. Wait, Puzzle Agent 2?
Yep.
Gotcha. Puzzle Agent 2. 132.
132 is Gary's Mod.
Gary's Mod. 141.
141 is Anomaly Korea. Whoops.
Anomaly Korea.
Yeah,
I've never heard of that one. 120.
120 is Symphony. I feel like that's come up the past couple of weeks.
Sounds very familiar. And 130 is the last one.
Wow, all in one spot. Reyes. Whoops. Okay. All right, go over the list again, Will.
Oh, me?
Yeah. Oh, no, I have it here.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So 93, Puzzle Agent 2. Gary's Mod. Anomaly Korea. Symphony. And Reyes are your choices. So let us know when you want. Next week, Eric had mentioned wanting to recover Fortnite with Jeff and Showtime, so we might do that next week. That'll be at some point just to keep up with the updates, and me and Will can finally talk about Fortnite because we've actually played it since. So that might be next week's episode. I don't think we have any games coming out, right?
Not really.
Just that Captain Spirit game that's coming out in June. Oh, Mario Tennis Aces is coming out in June too. I don't know if we need to do an episode on that though.
Oh, yes, we do.
Do we?
I don't know.
For the search,
We'll figure it out.
for the searches, maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Some good Mario Tennis search history.
Yeah. But one way or the other, we'll have an episode for you next week. Even if we come up with a topic at the very last minute, like we tend to do.
Like we always do.
I would say it's more than 50% of the time. It's a
Yeah.
very late decision on what the topic's going to be.
It's Dan and I discussing Wednesday what we're going to do.
Yep. So, that's everything. Eric, thanks for joining us and filling us in on E3. And
Thanks for having me on.
yeah, no problem. Well, I'm sure we'll have you on again.
Hey, anytime.
Okay. That'll do it for episode 360 of the Thumbstick Athletes podcast. I'm your host, Dan.
Will.
I'm Eric.
Thanks for listening, and get out of my basement. All right.
We had the most people in the chat that we've had in a while. We had